Hey everybody, this is Big Dave. It is January 7th. I am exactly 34 days post-op, and it's been about a week since my last video, so I thought I'd give an update on what's been going on. quick note on numbers. Started at 291, currently at 244. That's a weight loss of 47 pounds. But interestingly, in the middle of what I would consider my first stall. I've been at 244 plus or minus like 0.2, 0.3 for about a week. And, makes sense. I mean, my 1 month total was basically the same 47 pounds. So that was kind of incredible for 30 days. And so here I've been at the same number for about a week now, and I'm not sure if there's any explanation, concerning things I'm doing, or if it's just a natural recalibration of your body. My surgeon's team told me I should expect month 2 to be a lot slower than month 1. So there's that. On the other hand, there are a few changes that have happened that could be contributing to this, and I'll tell you what they are. I started working out. It's been about a week now. Mostly I'm doing like 25 minutes of cardio and then another 15 minutes of very light weights, some planks, some calisthenic type things. Also, even though I've had my ups and downs with eating, which I'll talk about in a second, I have started broadening my diet. And here's for example, yesterday I cooked chicken burgers, and I found a recipe for these cauliflower tater tots, for lack of a better word. There's no potato in it, but it's sort of a rice cauliflower base that you bake with some Parmesan cheese and some breadcrumbs, and you make these little sort of faux tater tots. They're pretty good. And so I'm eating things like that I definitely wasn't eating a couple weeks ago, when I was having 2 to 3 protein shakes a day, maybe some scrambled eggs and so forth. I would definitely say I'm getting more calories now. But if I was only getting like 500 before, I haven't done the math. I still think I'm maybe around 800 now, 850 on a day. I'll tell you what I ate yesterday, just to give an example. Yesterday morning for breakfast, I had 1 scrambled egg and a few tablespoons of vegetarian chili, Trader Joe's brand. That was breakfast. For lunch, I had a shake. My mid-afternoon snack was a single serving of guacamole, which I think has about 140 calories, Trader Joe's brand. And then for dinner, I had 1 chicken burger patty, maybe like 4 or 5 ounces, and I had a few of these tater tot things that I'm talking about, and that's all I ate yesterday. Again, it's more than when I was having a couple protein shakes for sure, but I'm not going off the reservation by any means. So I'm attributing this sort of 1 week stall to just normal recalibration of the body, and not any of the things that I'm doing, which I just mentioned. And we'll see how it goes. If it lasts another week, I don't know, maybe to kickstart it, just to give myself a little peace of mind, maybe I'll go back to like a 2 or 3 protein shake kind of day and see if that gets me over it. But, I don't feel like I'm eating enough calories to stay where I'm at. I'm still running a huge deficit on a daily basis. There's no doubt about it. So eating, around Christmas, and I mentioned this in my last video, I tried to branch out fish and chicken and things like that. And I had some problems, including constipation, including like eating too fast, and it kind of scared me off. But my wife has been really good about this and just saying, the issue is not what I'm eating, but it's how quickly I'm eating it, And so a good test of that came this weekend when I went to a wedding. My wife and I went to a wedding, and I assumed I wasn't going to eat, anything. But during the cocktail hour and during dinner, there were things that were actually, looked like I could handle. For example, during the cocktail hour, they had a slider bar, and it had burgers of beef, chicken, and vegetarian burgers, and and so I had a chicken burger. It was moist. It was small. I didn't have the bread, but I was able to eat that. I had a mini slice of cheese. Then when dinner came, I chose the chicken entree. I had a couple bites of it. There were sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes. I didn't really care for anything else. Maybe a few pieces of carrot. But I went out thinking I wasn't going to eat anything, and I was actually able to eat, and that was pretty good. It was sort of like a preview in my mind of, going out in the near future and being able to have a meal out with my wife, even if I can't eat a lot, at least I can go out and not just sit there with nothing. So, on the food front, I think what helps me keep my mind sort of focused, because I do like to cook and I'm looking for ways to make healthy things. I think the one thing that I'm doing well is my portion control. Right now, at home, I often will put whatever I'm going to eat in a ramekin, and the ramakin's about 6 ounces in total. And I don't necessarily fill it all the way to the top, but let's say I get between 4 and 6 ounces in there. So no matter, even when I make something, that I like, that I'm looking forward to eating, I stop at that. And it's not even hard to stop at that. It's like the natural stopping point right now. I'm still avoiding all junk food, alcohol, haven't had any, So I feel like I'm good. And like those cauliflower tater tots, for example, I used breadcrumbs this initial go round because I wanted to do it like the recipe called for. But next time I'm gonna actually grind up some oatmeal and use that as my sort of starch crispy agent. And making these sort of fritter type things, I think, is going to be a big part of my cooking future. So I'm cooking. I'm looking forward to cooking, and I think because of that, I'm having more real food than I was, before, and maybe I'm getting more calories that way. Obviously, I am, and I'm working out, but I'm not letting the working out change my eating. I bring lunch to work now, and whatever I bring. It doesn't matter if I work out or not. So there's that. It's sort of exciting to get into cooking, and like I mentioned, I bought this Trader Joe's vegetarian chili, not because I'm a vegetarian, but because that was the only one I saw. I actually just ordered an Instapot, which I know everybody has, and I'm looking forward to making my own chilies and other dishes that'll be, give me something to look forward to. The real challenge is actually not at home or even at work, because I can bring what I need, but outside, you're walking around, you see a lot of places that look good or interesting, and you're like, there's nothing here for me, so you just keep walking. I try and keep a protein shake in my bag, the pre-made kind, and that's what I usually have. Like this Friday, for example, my youngest daughter's preschool does a movie night every other week. They sell pizza, beer, and stuff there, but the last few times we've gone, I've just brought a protein shake, and that's what I have, and it's totally fine. Working out, thankfully there's a gym in my office building, and it's been super convenient. And I'm just weak and don't have a lot of stamina or endurance or strength. So regardless of this surgery, it was long overdue for me to get back into the gym. And I'm not pushing myself right now. 25 minutes of elliptical at a moderate intensity level is actually feels like the right amount for me right now. So, and when I do my little weight segment, I'm literally throwing up baby weights. I'm taking 2 30-pound dumbbells and benching on a bench, or I'm curling 15 pounds. I'm doing some shoulder presses, and I'm doing some planks, and I'm just doing all this just as trying to target, obvious areas. I don't expect to get, in great shape from this sort of light working out. I just want to be active. Clothing, funny enough for this wedding, because, I have lost 47 pounds, so the stuff I'm wearing that I was wearing when I was heavy is really beginning to be uncomfortable now. And so I tried on my blazers and whatnot, and everything was so freaking huge. But thankfully, I've saved suits from various sizes in my past, and I had one blazer and one nice pair of slacks that were from around this mid 240, 250 range, apparently, because they fit perfectly. I didn't have to buy anything. So that was great. I was able to go to a wedding and feel, like I looked decent. Just recently, like actually last night, went online and bought some basics, even things like undershirts and underwear, a few new dress shirts, all from stores that are not expensive, like Uniqlo and The Gap and stuff like that, just to have a few pieces that are gonna tide me over, fit me a little better, because some of my older stuff, the shirt I'm wearing now, it's I can pull it off a little, but I don't like it. It's kind of huge, and so that's something that's good. I have several pair of pants that I need to get tailored that I had either bought and they barely fit me, so I'd never worn them, or I bought in anticipation of the surgery, intentionally a size smaller, and so now I'm ready to wear those. I need to take them this weekend to get tailored so that I can start wearing them. But from everything, even my winter coat, it's just huge on me right now. I have some in my closet also that are from smaller sizes. They're just a hair too small still. So if I could get over this stall and lose another 5-10 pounds, I think I have another sort of set of options waiting for me in my basement closet. Just need to get there. Don't want to be uncomfortable. Vitamin taking, hydration, a lot of the daily maintenance, I'm still figuring out a good way to stay on top of all of that. Like over this weekend, for example, I wasn't good with my vitamins. I often find myself going through a day and realizing I haven't had much water. And then before bed, from watching TV from like 10:30 to like midnight, I might have a couple big glasses of water over that hour and a half to kind of catch up. But I know I need to do better, and I'm just trying to figure out the better routine for it. It's all it really is. So anyhow, physically I'm doing well, and the food issues, again, that when I do have a food issue, it's because I've eaten too fast. I have had that sensation of something I've eaten kind of feeling like it was stuck right here. And one time in particular, right around New Year's, it was pretty bad. I was like so uncomfortable. I had to lay on the couch for half an hour. It just felt like super tight and just really not fun. Didn't feel like I was out of breath or anything, just like pain in my chest. But I had literally just eaten, and I knew I had eaten too fast. So I'm working on that, and it's been about a week since I've had any bad episodes. So, just keep on pushing, and, hopefully next time I do a video, I've broken through this stall. I really want to end the month of January. I don't know if this is a realistic goal for me or not, but at around 230 pounds, which would be about a 14-pound weight loss for the month of January. But, I've lost a week already, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping that once I break through this stall, it goes back to a normal pace, and I'm looking for ways to incorporate more activity into my daily routine just to kind of keep my metabolism up and my energy expenditure a little bit higher than normal. So anyhow, that's all for me this week. Talk to you again soon.